It's natural for a worker in a company to be associated with a role they perform, but this role can be divided into two. An operation function, which is what they actually do on a day-to-day basis, and the payroll function, which relates to the salary range they receive. For example, I registered the function developer here in the records jobs screen. I'm here on it, the function developer, but from the HR perspective, it can be junior, mid-level, or senior. So these are payroll functions. But regardless of which of these functions the person is associated with, what they do on a daily basis is what a developer does. That's an operation function. For cases where the function can serve both the purpose of payroll and operation, we classify it as originating from general. I'll open a function here for us to analyze its fields. There might be more than you'll actually use. The main ones are these three. 1. The description, which is the name that will appear in the worker registry listing. 2. The category, is mandatory to inform. And 3. The source, is where you specify if it's for operation, payroll, or both. Through general here, the external origin isn't used here in the free plan, but at the end of the lesson, I'll show you in which scenario it's used. In this case, I have a payroll function developer, and I can further subdivide it by salary range here in the Levels tab. I'm going to add some levels here. Remember that when you click Save and Close here, it just adds it to this table. What really matters is this button here, Save and Close. So having set up the functions, the question is, where do we use them? It'll be here in Records, Workers. Let's select someone and assign the jobs. Here in Professional Data. So notice here, these three fields are related to the functions registry. In the operation function, I'll put developer here. In the payroll function, we find senior developer, and I can select any level I want, which was the payroll function level. I saved it and it's done. The worker here is linked to these functions. Now we can go to the responses screen, open a request, and assign the worker to it, Allison Castro. We allocate him here. And notice what function is informed to your client. Developer. So it's the operation function. That's what you fill in to inform your client when handling an outsourced service. The payroll function isn't used here. Remember there was the external origin? Although it's not applicable in the free plan. Your client, who uses Drake in another plan, will take your function, which is of the operation type, and will register it on their side as being of the external type, because it belongs to another company, which in this case is yours. So that's the purpose of having the external origin there. So, we're done with this consideration of how the function registry relates to worker registry and outsourced service handling.